And we're gonna be on here for a second. I'm getting everybody else logged in and all that good stuff, man. So we can have a little fun with it. As usual, we got guys running off at the mouth, so we're gonna handle this. Ain't no need for us to even act up. Y'all hold that right there for a second. I'm gonna get YouTube together. Facebook together real quick. Let me see how we gonna do this. What up, y'all? I'm bringing these other guys in. Hey, okay. Let's set that up. I'm gonna miss some stuff. Y'all give me a second. This thing is acting up crazy. Yeah, you know, it's crazy. A lot of these dudes, they talk out the side of their head. And really, I'm like, I be sort of chill, like, you know what I mean? I ain't really. For a second, I was on my internet gangbang thing, you know what I mean? Y'all go ahead and share this, and y'all do y'all sharing thing. Because I'm gonna have fun with these guys real quick. Yeah, y'all get these cats in here because I'm really tired of a lot of people. But I'm not hitting below the belt or none of that. I'm going with straight facts. Y'all make sure y'all share me. Do like Spielberg, share a guy. I always gotta bring up Spielberg because he be tripping on me. That's my guy though. Y'all give me just a second before I go in on these guys. I want to make sure I share it to enough of the pages that they make sure they see me. Because unlike a lot of people, I don't like to do the subliminals, you know what I mean? If I'm going to talk about you, I like to just talk about you, you know? I ain't one of them people that say your mama behind your back. I sort of just say your mama. Yeah, y'all can keep on doing that. Just let Biggie ride it out. I'm going to share why Biggie doing his thing. Man, I be in the Lone Star State on the September 22nd. I was missing some of the messages. Oh, we going to have a good time. My show host already got like 20-something sponsors already. Things is looking real good, man. I'm like my dude, living my best life. Somebody said something about Pac. Y'all give me one more second. I just really do. You know, I usually don't wait this long, but I really, really want these individuals to come on there. You know what I mean? Hey, I want them to come on here because for real, a lot of guys talk crazy. And it's funny, you know what I mean? Hey! Now, I'm still waiting a little bit, but I'm going to tell y'all where all of this started from. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and still put the Tupac on there. I got no love for these bitches. We can never be friends. I know it's dope being sold, but I ain't the one selling it. Hey, I'm going to tell you what. This dog game, and y'all might notice I'm a little smaller than I usually am. I'm down to a skinny 218 pounds. I've been starving this month, man. Fridays, it's over for me. I get to go in and do all my blood work and all that good shit. So we'll be back on pace, you know, but I had to take some time down to make sure that my health was together. Get off the weights and the high protein diets and all that bullshit. I only lost about 5 or 6 pounds, but that low calorie shit is nothing, man. Let me move this over. Okay, there we go. That's better because I can see y'all on Facebook now. I've been missing y'all comments on Facebook. And if y'all ain't never heard this version of Picture Me Rolling with Kendrick Lamar, oh my, oh my. I need a little bit of this though because I'm gonna roll on these bitches today. I got cheese coming from overseas. Cost it 300 G's. I'm a street commando, Nino, for example. Hey, this takes me back to when I thought I was doing something. Maybe want to start back banging. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all, man. I just want to get to Kendrick's verse, and then I'm about to let you. We're gonna talk about it because where this started at was, y'all know I've always done deals. Every breeding that's ever been done with me has been a deal. I'm gonna tell y'all why I've always done deals, but then we gonna dig a little deeper though. Hey, that boy can go. I don't like these new rappers, but Kendrick. Hey. Right after this, let's just let him go. This is what I be doing before the radio show. Hey, Maria. That boy can go. What's going on, Mike? I can't wait till these TBKC after parties. So I can show y'all this two-step I got. Hey, much love, Nick Tracy. If you feel froggy, then damn leap, baby. Hey. Man, that's my workout music. It's almost depressing for me that I haven't been able to work out for the last month. Technically, I could have, but because of my program, as far as what they have me do and get prepared for what I got to do this week, they draw a whole lot of blood out of me, so they want me to do little weird stuff, and it helps. I sleep a little bit better, but when you work out, like when I work out, it changes something in me. Like I don't get the rest I need, and then the diet is crazy, and you know. I tell you what though, yeah, Facebook is always screwed up. So yeah, they were saying my YouTube is way clear. I'm gonna tell y'all this. It might be because it's cheap ass computer I got that I'm on, because I usually do it off of 2 phones. But anyway, look. This is where it started at. A friend of mine sent me a post, and he, you know, I guess they was on Debatable talking about stud deals, and somebody was like, you know, that's subliminal bullshit, which first of all, I'm going to tell y'all like this. I don't do subliminals, you know what I mean? I forget the dude's name or whatever his name is, but y'all can tell him I said it, you know. First of all, that's sucker shit. If you got any kind of issue with anybody, you say who you got a problem with and you state your problem. You know what I mean? So the problem I guess that these people is having is that I think the question, I'm not going to say, I'm not going to quote it, you know, 100%, go Browns. I'm not going to quote it 100%, but it was, you know, do y'all think it's fair if somebody run a stud deal after you paid a price and now they got a better price and you already paid your price and now you feeling some kind of way because they giving somebody else a better deal? First of all, shut your bitch ass up. Hey, Felina. I just got through cussing and then you popped up. Hey, Andrea. Hey, Felina. First of all, I'm going to tell you where I come from. That's called sucker shit. That is the ultimate in sucker shit. I've never heard or seen of anything in the history of suckerdom that comes along with that. First and foremost, you don't worry about what kind of deal somebody else got. When you signed your ink, when you got what you wanted to get, whether your deal was $2,000 in a putback or whether your deal was $1 in a dream, whatever you signed up for, you was happy with it at the moment that you got it. So why is you in another man's pocket or worried about what another man got? First of all, that's y'all problem in this American bully game. Y'all so busy running around, creeping around, worried about what everybody else is doing. Worry about what your punk ass is doing. That's the first and foremost. The skinny jean generation. Y'all know it. The skinny jean generation. Y'all come and you never worry about what another person is getting. What kind of jealousy, soft bitch made ass shit is that? Yeah, we gonna be real tonight. We gonna be all the way real. You worried about what somebody else got. So that was your first sign of pettiness. Then your next sign of pettiness was, here you go. You got to go on Facebook. I've often said this. Anytime that you do a post on Facebook in a subliminal fashion, you looking for attention, motherfucker. You ain't looking for nothing else. More petty shit. I need to go on Facebook. Do you guys think that because the guy, I caught my wife with a dick in her mouth, was she cheating or was I wrong? Stop it. Stop it. Go talk to your wife. This is what we deal with on a day-to-day basis. You don't worry about what somebody else got anything for. It ain't none of your motherfucking business. Because ain't nobody ever put a gun to your head and made you do shit in this dog world. If you went and bought a stud, no matter what you bought it for on that day, you agreed to that price and you was happy with that price. You shut your bitch ass up and you keep it moving. Last year I bought a car and it was $40,000. I went back around Christmas and they was having a sale and they had rebates for $8,000 or $9,000. Now, yes, at the time that I saw $8,000 or $9,000 on the damn thing for a rebate, I said, well, damn, I probably should have waited. But I didn't go into the car to the lot at the manager and say, man, that's bullshit. I paid $40,000 for my car and now all of a sudden it's down to 38. Do y'all hear yourselves? And I'm just getting started. Trust me, this gets better. Now before I go all the way in on what's wrong with this dog gang, let me tell you this. For everybody who's ever wondered why I shut my studs down, then I come back at a cheap price, then I do this, then I do that, I do it because I fucking can. First and foremost. It's my damn dog. I gave puppies away. I've given studs away. It's not about money. This shit is a passion to me. See, I don't speak too much, but y'all give me 2 seconds and I don't speak too much about my personal business, but y'all give me 2 seconds. Y'all give me 2 seconds on that. And I'm going to tell you this. You know, I got my hands in a million things over and over again. It's a lot of shit that goes on. I don't get on here and be like, oh, I got this and I got that. I'm always strapped for cash because I'm always reinvesting. You know what I mean? And I say this to say whatever. If you got a stud with me and you want to get your semen shipped out, call and get your motherfucking semen shipped out. You know what I mean? Exactly, Curly. Say my name. You know, if but once you got your deal, that's what it is. You know, if you got, whatever you spend, you do. That's cool. If you spend $10,000 for your stud, you cool. If you spend $1 for your stud, you cool. Just hopefully you get your semen. And if the semen quality is good and they put it in your bitch, don't go crying if the breeding don't take. That's a whole nother topic that we'll talk about on another day. But, you repeat your breeding and you keep it going. But so many people go on this social media shit and y'all be tripping. I've never done dog shit for money. That's why dog shit comes secondary to me. It's just that simple. Dog shit comes secondary. I have my sons sometimes all damn day, like today, 7 in the morning to it'll be 11 o'clock at night. That's first and foremost. For those that don't know, I have a company called Hall of Fame Nutrition. I've owned several, and I mean several, Powerhouse, and originally it was World's Gym franchises. I got other things that I got my hands in. My oldest son is going to college. That's taken care of. Some of y'all in this, and I'm going a little bit off of dogs, but some of y'all in this dog world, y'all just stupid. Y'all like the rest of the world. Y'all so busy trying to show out, and y'all so worried about everything else. Y'all always miss the big picture. First of all you people who talking about pressed for money, he got to be pressed for money. He got to be pressed for money. Motherfucker, it's basic mathematics. If I was pressed for money, I would not charge you $500 on a stud. What's going on, Danny Baker? That I could easily charge you $3,000 for. Let's not get it twisted. Those who have been around long enough have seen exactly crybaby, jealousy type shit. That's what it is. It's jealousy. And the jealousy and the envy comes from the fact of guys, you know, who want to try to degrade you and put you down, but they have a hard time doing that because they can't really understand where you're coming from. I'm starting to understand this. Let me take this thing off YouTube, because if I don't take it off, my phone is gonna overheat and y'all ain't gonna hear shit. My phone got a condom on it. That's what my phone case look for. My phone case look like a condom. It make my shit overheat too. But anyway, I've never, not one time, any of y'all who've been around and people will attest to this, I've never charged people high prices for studs. When Denzel was Nationals champion, at that time, I'll be 100% real with y'all, I was locked up. I came home the next year. Everybody was paying $3,500 and $4,000 a stud for Denzel. I was charging $1,000 and a puppy back. It's one reason that I did this. It was a vision. And I'm being real with y'all. I'm not making myself sound great or no shit, but it was a vision. This is what happens when you try to jack your price up because of greed. You know, I need $5,000 right now. I need $10,000 right now. The higher that you go up on your stud fee, and all you about is stud fees, you limit your dog's legacy. You know what I mean? You limit your dog's legacy to the ultimate degree. Because how many people can actually go in their pocket when they got kids and they got a wife or they got a husband, they got a mortgage, they got car payments, they got college funds. Trust me, college funds is an ugly thing. But you got all these things that you got to pay. Now I got to give you $10,000. Now I got to give you $10,000 for a stud. That's unrealistic. And you know what happens sometimes when you do this? What happens when you do this is that you cut out 99% of the whole entire bully world, as we talk about bullies, that would have bred to your dog. Now you just simply going off of who can afford your dog. You've limited your dog's ability to maximize his productions. That's what you've done. By you demanding $10,000 or you demanding $5,000 or you demanding $7,500, I'm not mad at you if you get it. But the simple fact of it is when you sit there and you pound your chest and you talk about, oh, I get this and it's a market and it's this and it's this and it's that. It's a reason why those dogs who pump up their prices like that and have bragged so much about how much money they get, they can show you, I sent out 6 boxes of semen, 6 breedings going down this week. Ask them to show you 6 puppies. Ask them to show you 6 productions. Now we're going to be realistic. You know, now we're going to be realistic. And I'm talking about you too, Con, because you's another one of those guys. Oh, I go out. Y'all see him? Oh, more semen going to Idaho. More semen going to Nigeria. More semen going to China. More semen going here. More semen going there. Semen. It's busting nuts everywhere. You can't show me one motherfucking production. Your dog ain't producing because you are not a breeder. You ain't doing this for no passion. You ain't trying to create nothing. You trying to create money. That's all you care about, so you will get money. Don't ever put yourself in the ring with a guy who's an artist, because you'll get knocked out. Because I'm going to tell you the truth, real fighters ain't just there to fight for money. Trust me, Mike Tyson would knock your motherfucking ass out for free. Let you cross the line. That's what y'all newbies don't understand. Y'all done let this American bully shit pump y'all up, where we come from a different era. Those who've been around will tell you, when we used to show up, we showed up and our trophies look like them trophies that they give your kids, the participation trophies. It wasn't about no trophy. Ask them. I started the banner thing. Wasn't nobody doing no motherfucking banners. I started them banners. Everybody was coming in there with regular 4x6 banners. I started them big giant ass banners. Dave and them will tell y'all that. You know, the designer booths and all the crazy shit. We implemented that shit. And all it became was a circus to where you people are looking at every direction except for dogs. Why are you worried about a dog stud fee? Why are you not worried about productions? I can tell y'all like this, and I'm not trying to throw no shade, but I'm tired of people talking shit, so we gonna talk facts. We gonna talk realistic shit. Realistic shit. And some of these dogs got my blood in them, but you talk about a dog like Magoo. And I like Magoo for the most part. You know, his look was solid, a little high in the rear. A couple little issues, but he was an extreme, so he fit. Name me all the great kids off of Magoo. I'll wait. Name me all the great kids off of Magoo. I'll wait. Name me all, better yet, name me all the great kids off of Mr. Beans. The dog, the $1 million dog that they bragged about so much. Tell me all the kids that he got out here that's changing the game. I'll wait. I'll motherfucking wait all day. Now, since Khan got so much to say, tell me all the great productions off of Rocco. Mr. I ship out semen every other day, and I'm this and I'm that. Show me the production off of Rocco. Show me the productions off. Name something. Name something. Name a dog off of Rocco that's made a name for itself. Name something. Name me one. This is what this shit is really about. I don't care who paid you what. When you step in that ring, you get your little ass knocked out. Because this is dog man shit here. You ain't got no productions. Can't nobody even name the dogs off your dogs. That shit is a mirage, a hype. You might as well take that motherfucking shit right out there to Vegas and be with all the other illusion artists. Because you got these motherfuckers believing that you're doing something when you're not. You have a great camera crew that takes great pictures of your dogs and you feed them these stories. You can't show me no productions. When you talk about production, I never called my dogs a line. I never called myself a blood. You know why people start calling my shit a line and a blood, even though I still say it's not a line? Is because we produce. All of these dogs that y'all see, whether it's Bison, whether it's Uno, Vin Diesel, you name them. All these dogs that came off of Denzel. Matter of fact, Mr. Magoo's mama. All that litter. All these dogs came from deals. Nobody was paying the full stud fee. Casablanca ain't produced shit neither. This shit. Y'all up here with some kind of illusion that the money made you anything. No, it's plenty of rich motherfuckers who ain't about shit. It's plenty of motherfuckers who made money who ain't got no legacy. The reason why I bring that price down, and y'all notice sometimes it'll run for weeks, is because I can't find the right dogs. They tell you, oh, he don't look at the dogs. Why you ain't found no train wreck dogs coming up off of Denzel? Lord knows if they would have found a bunch of train wrecks off Denzel, they would have posted them everywhere. I've seen a couple that I didn't like, I'll tell you that personally. But it's because I'm a breeder. I don't have to, when I drop my prices, I don't have to have 1 million dogs in my yard. I don't have to do 1 million breedings a year. Denzel's legacy was made because somebody was smart enough not to limit him. He lives forever. He's 10 years old. His blood lives forever. When he's dead 10 years from now, who knows? That little motherfucker act like he might want to live 20 more. But when he's gone, they still know Denzel. They still know his blood. They still know his shit. His legacy is strong. We don't even, I like to do it sometimes. First ever, 3 times champion. His son was the first ever 3 times grand champion. First CBR champion was his son. His mama was the first ever ABKC champion. His son was the first ever dog to win a championship on 2 different continents. Arguably didn't produce the most champions in breed history. That's all from a motherfucker making deals. See, sometimes this shit is chess, it's not checkers, and it depends on what you want to come up out of it. Do you want to have a badass legacy, Or do you just want to walk away with cash? I can't sell my soul. I understand that some people on here is like, how much money can I make? And if I make this much money today, if I make this, that's great. If that's what you're about, that's fine. But don't ever go in there to an artist because we sensitive about our shit like Badu say. We sensitive about this shit. You know what I mean? A lot of these dogs is overrated. You know, y'all steadily worried about money this, money that, money this. What have you produced? Too many of you young breeders or new breeders are coming here talking about you a CEO. First of all, you ain't no fucking CEO. You're not the CEO of nothing. You got you a dog and you shipping out semen. No, what are you, the CEO of Busta Nut Incorporated? You are jacking off a dog and sending out semen around the world. You are not a CEO. You damn near a rapist. I don't know what else to say about it, but y'all keep on putting these tabs. I'm a CEO. No, motherfucker, that I understand. Trust me. I'll be real with y'all. I come from the projects. You know what I mean? I hustled my way up out of there to driving fancy cars and going to places. So I know the enticement of money and what it'll make you feel like you're more important than you are. But at the end of the day, you ain't shit. All the hype that y'all had is already dying off. And for those of us who actually care about this breed, we the one that's left with the shambles and the wreckage to sift through this shit and try to bring our breed back because y'all don't care. Y'all open y'all mouths up, but y'all have nothing. Nothing. You know, but excuses. Nothing but excuses and personal attacks. If we talk dogs, everybody shut down. That's why y'all scared to come to the TBKC. I heard about you bitches. Oh, they're going to pick on every dog. They're picking out every flaw. My dog can't win with a flaw. My dog can't win. What is wrong with you, boy? You worried about a flaw? It ain't supposed to be no damn flaws. Yes, minor shit, but that's not considered. If it's minor, it's really not a flaw. But once your dog is pegged with a high rear, the bitch got a high rear. No, he doesn't win at the TBKC. Con, no, you can't bring your damn doctor's note talking about that the damn dog's tail was smashed in the door or some shit, and that's why he got a kink. We know the damn difference between a kink and a broke tail. Take that fucking dog out of here. He's disqualified. Ain't no kink tail dog coming in our ring and winning shit. What is wrong with you, boy? What is wrong with all of y'all? You stand in the ring and it's obvious that your dog look like I've been riding that motherfucker for the last 4 or 5 days. He got a big dip in your back and you want to argue with me that he should be, well, he's a champion here or he's a grand champion there or I don't give a shit about their trophies. Let's just be real. I could give two shits about their trophies. Their trophies mean nothing. I told y'all months ago, I took big ass totes, went out to my trash can and actually got in trouble because I filled up the neighbor's trash can too and they was mad about the shit. But they ain't gonna use the can anyways. Fuck them. But I threw all them bullshit trophies and ribbons away. What do they mean? What do they mean? Y'all done dumbed down the American bully game so much that y'all think that money is a title. What somebody is willing to pay for your garbage is a title. When true dog men and true dog people, y'all wonder, somebody asked me, why do you get on your knees when you judging? Because that's where the damn dogs is at. That's where the heat is at. If y'all ever see me judge, I am looking for everything wrong with your dog. Yes, I am. I'm looking at his damn toenails. I'm looking at his eyes. I'm looking at the way his eyes blink. I want to see if that third eyelid is hanging just a little bit too long. Give me a reason to say that you don't belong here. And the reason why I'm doing that is not to be mean. It's to find the champion. It's to find the champion. That's the only reason why I'm in that ring as a judge. I don't even like to judge. I really don't. I like to sit back. I can't wait to watch my judges kick some ass. But we take pride in what we do because we are dog people. That's it. Y'all don't take pride in y'all shit. Y'all got excuses for everything. I ain't hate Mr. Beans because Mr. Beans was making money. I hated to look at the motherfucker because he had the sway back, high rear, wouldn't walk around in the ring, couldn't breathe, needed ice packs. That's why I didn't like that motherfucker being called an American bully. I come from a place where we show dogs, and guess what? We have a barbecue, 150 damn dogs to show up, and all that was out there was some baby little trophies, some dirt, a couple buckets with some ice in it, and some drinks, and it was a show because you had dogs there. All you cared, you didn't even care about the trophy. Just I kicked everybody's ass today. We don't have any pride today. It ain't no pride in this community. Y'all don't let these people make y'all think something. Oh, I'm flying to this place. I'm flying to that place. I'm this, I'm that. We see these punk ass judges, they got on big ass sunglasses sitting on the plane. Oh, worldwide. You're spreading your bullshit worldwide. I get the calls, I hear about it. That's why we just scheduled 4 shows in Brazil. They tired of the bullshit there too. We are not respectable here because of this mentality that money comes before everything. You don't think people see your fucked up back, dog? No, the dog's back is not supposed to be like that. No, your dog is not supposed to have a Miley Cyrus booty. No, your dog is not supposed to be getting drugged around the ring. No, Bashar can't jump in the ring with his skinny jeans on and drag a dog around the ring and take it from the handler and all this shit. All of this shit is a circus. But because y'all been dumbed down in this community, and I don't mean no disrespect when I say dumbed down towards the people that I'm talking to here, but it's been dumbed down so much that y'all think that this kind of behavior is acceptable. This shit is not acceptable. This is a fucking tragedy. Y'all don't understand it. It is embarrassing as fuck. Have y'all ever really watched another dog show? Have y'all ever really watched dogs? Our dogs are embarrassing. Have you seen them? Am I the only one that sees this shit? Am I the only one that sees it? I can't be the only one that sees it. You go to a show and you literally see 75% of the dogs got screwed up backs and rear ends. The dogs that y'all pushing. The dogs that y'all pushing. And he's grand champion this. He's won this many shows. He's won, but he's a little bit cowhawked. He's got a little high rear. How is that a champion? How is that a champion? That's not a fucking champion, and it'll never be a champion in the TBKC. I tell y'all for a fact, and this is not a challenge, this is about quality. At least 80% of the dogs in the world today that hold a championship title could not champion the TBKC. I won't allow it. I will not allow it. Horrible underbites. I won't allow it. Because when we go to the world, I want to go to the world with Rolls Royces and diamonds. Y'all don't think, y'all listen to some of these dumb motherfuckers on this computer, and because y'all always see me in, jiu-jitsu shirts and Cleveland Brown hats and shit, I don't know about nice shit, but trust me, you don't get caught slipping. Trust me, don't get caught slipping. Because if you invite me to your wedding, I'm going to show up with them Ferragamos and that tailor-made baby on my back. And it's, hey, don't leave your mama around me. But realistically, I know nice shit, I know quality, and I know quality ain't what we seeing in the ring. I know what we seeing in the ring ain't quality. Oh, I'm going to be fresh. First time y'all going to see me fresh, 2020 Nationals. I'm going to be all the way. I get my tailor to get me together. I'm going to be fresh. All the way fresh. And when I get a chance to hand that trophy over, because you know why I'm so excited about it? I'm so excited about our first Nationals and really the rest of these shows, because I know whoever I'm handing that trophy to is just going to be a bad mother. You hear me? Ain't no more Dogman Curly. And I'm sorry I'm missing y'all messages. I'm over here rocking because everything that we have been through in this dog community is stemmed from greed. The leaders in the community are greedy as fuck. I expect people to be intimidated by my methods. You know what I mean? And some of the methods of other people who are trying to make a change in our community. I expect people to be intimidated. We had to change. Michigan John was throwing that show and he had a death in the family. I mean, unfortunately, his father passed. So we changed that date. Me and him just talked about it the past weekend. And he's going to do an even better show, a better event. And he's got a big-time guy behind him to make it happen. So trust me, Michigan will happen several times over, But it's just, over and over again, man, I tell you, we got to get back to what this is about. These clowns can't survive where I live at. And I don't mean that in the literal form. I mean that in my mind. They can't survive. When you talking about having a stack off, fuck your stack off. Let's break the dog down. Not you just talking about who got the biggest head and the biggest chest. I got some dogs that got big heads and very large bone and shit, but that don't mean nothing to me. Because if you notice, when I post pictures of Mandela, even though he is 108, well, he was 108.6 yesterday, you know, and he's still a shorter dog, you know, big old head and all that stuff that people like. What's going on, Peter? Jamaica in the house. I still post pictures of him free stacking to show you that top line is absolutely magnificent. If you ask me the thing that I'm most proud of about Mandela, that's it. Look at the side shot. Look at the side shot of the dog. This dog is a freak with size and shit, but look at his side shot. When I saw Ruger, I'm gonna tell you, a Miyagi dog, what's his name? Major. And y'all know I don't deal with Miyagi. That dog got a beautiful top line. This is where the shit gets scientific. See, I'm gonna let y'all do the fun show shit. And I don't give a fuck if anybody's insulted, you just insulted. But I'm just being honest. If you got a bunch of championships and all that stuff, be proud of them. You work for them and everything like that. But you will come to find out when you come to this registry that you might have been a part of a fun show. You might have been a part of a fun show, and I hope people don't get mad. You know, but you might have been a part of a fun show. Because in real dog shows, we got to take some. Castro big as hell now. Yeah, Castro is with Danny. Castro is big as shit. I seen Castro 2 weeks ago. Danny feed the dogs like, I don't know. Danny feed the dogs like a Cuban. He gives the damn dogs everything. Yeah, Castro probably about 98 pounds. He pushing 100 pounds now. Yeah, I got to get out there with the camera and snap some new ones of him. But, you know, I'm being real with y'all. All of these dogs, man, I mean, you know, people ask me about Shamrock. I've never seen Shamrock, but from what I understand, he has multiple flaws. I'm not bashing the dog, but that shit can't win. I don't understand why that's a hard thing or a debate. You know what I mean? Yeah, most people don't know what Cowhawk look like, but we're here to teach you. Y'all have to understand that we are looking like the lowest of the low when it comes to dog people, because when other communities see what our judges actually pick as champion. And the thing about a championship that's disturbing is that this means that you've shown a pattern of bullshit, because you've picked this dog multiple times over other dogs. You know, do I shoot up Mandela's ball? No, Mandela just got big old man balls. But you know, no, American bullies are not. American bullies are not. I mean, I like Shamrock from the videos and different things like that. Now, see, and that's the difference. I'm glad you said that, Terradome bullies. I want y'all to understand something. There are plenty of beautiful dogs, in a lot of ways that I like. That's the difference, though. You know, that's the difference. You know, a lot of y'all wives and baby mamas are pretty ladies, but they probably wouldn't be a supermodel. You know what I mean? We're here to judge a supermodel type of contest. You have to be in a certain condition. Things have to fit a certain way. You know, if you're a guy like myself, you know, I like a little extra hip and shake there. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That doesn't win in the fitness competition. You know? And this is the understanding that we have to understand with dog shows. It's not about if it's impressive. Yeah, I've seen videos of Shamrock, big old bone, he's big, he cut. But does it flow? Is it all well put together? We all know those guys with the prison bodies. Huge biceps, big chest, big shoulders. Then you get down to them legs and they got toddler legs. See, he can't win a competition. And we have to get out of that mentality. We have to get out of the mentality of thinking that the one feature can override your flaws, because it can't. It can't. I don't care how big the head is or how big the chest is. If you've got a high rear, that still counts. And now that we're on here, I want to give y'all this really, you know, so y'all can get a look into the mind of what our judges are looking at. I'm gonna tell you this is real. You have things that you count against the dog, and then you have things to where you say, okay, that fits the standard. that fits the standard. This is what our judges are doing. So say we got 3 dogs in the ring. Dog 1, you look at him, you know, his fronts, and I'm just going to make it quick. You know, his fronts, everything fits the standard, tight feet, straight, you know, chest is wide enough, head is bully enough, you know, good bite. Look at him from the side. Now from the side, we start to see even a slight dip in the back and a high rear. Now it's slight. It's still good enough to fit, but it's slight. The next dog, you know what I mean? He's beautiful in the front, but he has an underbite. But they're bullier than the third dog. The third dog fits the standard. Not as bully as the other dogs. Not overall as impressive as the other dogs. But he doesn't have anything that puts his bulliness below fitting the standard. So he's bully enough to fit the standard, but the first 2 dogs were monsters. And very nice monsters at that, if all he had was a slight rear and an underbite. But his average bully across the board with nothing to take him out of the game for will beat those other 2 dogs every time. Will beat those other 2 dogs every time. Because you cannot say that a dog fits the standard in every category and he loses to dogs who are super impressive in some categories but didn't quite fit in other categories. We're going to be on the radio tomorrow. We're going to do the radio tomorrow. This is something that people have to understand about studying structure. You have to break this dog down, which is not, we're not judging dog against dog. You know, and I'm in, you know, with the gym thing, I don't bring Castro out because Castro will kill your dog. That's if you want, okay, that's just as simple as that. Castro is not the friendliest dog in the world. So for insurance purposes and all that stuff, we leave Castro at home. He's very people friendly, but he doesn't like dogs. And he got attacked by some dogs. He used to be very, very friendly. That's why you see the old pictures of him laid up with Denzel and stuff. Castro got attacked by some dogs, and that turned the switch on him, you know. That turned the switch on him. I knew it was sort of bad. That's why Castro actually lives with Danny now. Castro and Denzel were best of buddies. I mean, they lived together forever. They slept together. They literally slept on top of each other. And they even got into it one time, you know, after that. And at that point in time, I just knew it was time, you know. Castro used to get along with everybody after he got jumped that time. And he got beat up bad. I thought he was going to die. You know, I had to do a lot of shit. I mean, I can tell y'all this with no shame. I literally performed surgery on Castro myself. It was late at night. I wasn't paying no vets. You know, he was basically dead, you know. I mean, he didn't have it in him. He wasn't moving or nothing, and I could see where the blood was coming from, so I made a tourniquet, tied it up. You know, I got my razors out and stuff. I cut him up, sewed him up, you know, hit him with the penicillin. You know, literally myself got to where he was pumping blood out and sewed that up, and it was a lot of work. You know, it was a lot of work, and it was a rough night for me, man. On one of these things, I actually shed a couple of tears because it was a sad thing. Cause I love my dogs, and Castro was my house dog. You know, Castro was you know, it's a sad thing for me, man, because him and Denzel was my only 2 dogs in the house for a very long time. Mandela sort of took his spot because Denzel missed him, but he didn't miss Denzel no more. I think he did, but I think to describe his personality, everybody got that dog that loved everything and loved everybody. That was Castro originally. And when those dogs came in the yard and jumped him, it was 3 dogs that jumped him. You know, he killed one of them, and I took care of it. I got out there and took care of it, but it was, you know, it traumatized him, man. And I mean, he's back now, but I wouldn't trust him to be around a bunch of strange dogs. I wouldn't put him through it either, you know. He just don't like it, man. He don't like other dogs, you know. After I started taking him on walks and stuff like that, Castro, I could just everything was different. The body language is different. The intensity was different. I mean, he would look at everything. He would look at like puppies and shit, and he would just stare them down, and you would see him locking up. Once you see, you know, and that's knowing your dog. Once you know your dog is turned on like that, and I say that to all y'all showgoers because we have a situation with a dog who's been hot at a couple shows here lately, and he's been hot towards people. And I'll transgress into, I'll go into this one. Um, if you have a hot dog, if you have a people aggressive dog, you know, you have to pull back. You have to make a decision that maybe this isn't the smartest thing to do. We all love our dogs. All of our dogs are our babies. You know what I mean? I've got some monstrous dogs. You know, I posted a picture of my Dobermans, which are going to be monsters, probably 140, 150 pound dogs. I got Warlocks, so they're a lot bigger than a typical Doberman. But, you know, I mean, depending on, I've already seen it, that my boy will be a lot easier to deal with than my girl. You know, and they're literally just turning 4 months. The one, and the boy is a week over 3 months, and you can already see it in his. They're black. I'll post up another picture of them. They're both black. I didn't want the red. Everybody say the reds is crazy, but oh, I haven't seen the dog Big Red. No, I haven't seen the dog Big Red. But you know, you have to make that decision if your dog is these messages over here on Facebook come up real slow because I'm just now seeing John talking about his legs. But 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 you know, you have to make a strong decision that if your dog is not comfortable around other dogs or people, don't bring those dogs to shows. You know, you got to push them back. You got to keep those dogs at home, man, because we've had situations in our community before. And hopefully we don't have any very, very serious situation. I'm gonna tell y'all, Facebook, the messages is behind by like 5 minutes. But really, man, if you have an aggressive dog in any shape or fashion, keep him at home. You know, it's the best thing for yourself, and it's the best thing for, you know, for everybody there. Because y'all have to understand that a lot of these people who come to these events have never dealt with our situations. You know, they used to being at the dog park. They're not on guard, really, you know. And I know for our shows, I've been working a lot, you know, with the shows that I'm involved in. And I want to be more involved in every show. Because some people, you know, we just gotta work harder, you know, because we have very strong people who are ready to go, but sometimes they need a little bit of training on how to get the shows going. So I'm gonna help them out even more with that aspect. But one of the things that we're going to do, and y'all going to notice because we got so many different breeds coming in, we need to bring in, you know, it's going to be more strange people there. And what I mean by strange people is people who've never seen your dogs, you know, people who don't know what an American bully is, but they're coming from a different avenue, you know, and they might be bringing in, you know, any kind of dog, but they're going to come for the fun shows and to see the vendors and different things like that. And, you know, for people who've always dealt with dogs who are a certain way, it can be shell shock for them to deal with a bully, you know, or to definitely deal with a pit bull, you know, because some of them just don't, they don't have a good leash control. Y'all know those people with those retractable leashes that let their dog just shoot around everywhere. And, you know, at our events, that can be detrimental to your dog. Little dog just running around everywhere. But some people are so comfortable with that because that's their only experience with dogs with certain breeds. But if you have a hot dog, you know, staying on the topic, man, keep the hot dog at home, you know, keep the hot dog at home, or certain venues are set up where you can bring him, but he's, you know, secluded away from everybody and you can control him. But you definitely have to be strong, man. You know, you definitely have to be strong. I don't know, I posted a Jersey video, but, you know, I don't know where everybody else's was. Spielberg went the Jersey show. We could have had more people, and I think that show host will do a lot better next time with the understanding of how to advertise locally. But one thing for certain about the Jersey show that I liked is that it had one of the best XL classes I've been a part of, period. It was beautiful XLs at that show, and I'm looking forward to seeing more and more XLs come in. A lot of people have been asking about the double XL and all that stuff, and we don't have a double XL class at this time. It'll be something that we all sit down and talk about. You know, it's a lot of pressure on it, but we'll have to look at it. But I tell you what, right now it's funny because the XLs seem to be the better put together dogs. I've been looking more and more recently, and it's funny that now some people with the XLs go too far because they had a dog more Mastiff-like, but the good XLs, they're the best put together dogs right now. Their movement flows, they have beautiful top lines, everything seems to fit. You know what I mean? It's special, you know. is special, you know. And I'm looking forward to seeing all of our dogs compete at that level. You know, we have to get back to where it's truly all about the dog. You know, we've lost that, and these people all about money, and these people with all their debates about everything outside of the dogs. Y'all have to understand something, and I'm being totally honest with y'all. I don't care to be associated with these people, and I don't really want to be a part of their community, and I don't want them to be a part of our community. I don't want that element in our community. The thing that we are trying to do, and the thing that we're trying to truly accomplish here, is we are trying to, you know what I mean? You know, I missed that last question, but what we're basically trying to do is we're trying to bring the breed back to what it was meant to be, true show dogs. If we're going to have show dogs, now we do have working classes that we will be working on very hard, but if it's you know, if it's I don't know, man, if it's not truly an American bully as far as the ring goes, then we can't deal with it, and that goes with every dog, you know. That goes with every single dog. The dog has to be locked in. It has to be what it, you know, what the standard says. If it's not that, what we're going to do is we're going to pull ribbons. We have pulled ribbons several times, you know, and at the end of the day, we'll continue to pull ribbons, and we'll have to continue to pull ribbons, you know. And it's not something that we really want to do all the time. And this past week, a couple weeks ago, we didn't have to do it. But if it's not a dog in there that deserves points towards the championship, we're going to pull the ribbons, man. And it's not a thing to be nasty towards anybody. It's a thing to make this breed better. People don't understand that this breed is dying. You know, we're dying. You know, I've never seen the dogs look this bad. And what is sort of shocking to me is what I said before, and it's not just to take a shot at the registries, but the champions look horrible. The champions now are horrible. I'm just being realistic with y'all. Not every single one, of course, you know, but you still have some good dogs, but you know, you said, where's the money, huh? That's it, you know. I mean, I can't tell y'all the amount of money, and John can tell y'all about it, Danny can tell y'all about it. You know, it's rough. Well, no, I'm being asked on YouTube because Castro got turned on. Do I think it'll go to his offspring? No. Situations that occur outside, you know, I guess that's a circumstance thing. I don't think a circumstance thing affects genetics. You know, genetics is what a dog is. Mr. Moore, I'm just now seeing you on there, man. That thing is running super slow, you know. But at the end of the day, man, that's just, you know, a situation, you know, I guess a bad analogy would be, you know what I mean, if you lose a limb, you know what I mean, that don't mean your kid is going to be born without a limb. It's sort of that situation, whereas Castro always had very, very good, very, very good, you know, temperament overall. And what happened to him is he got traumatized. That's the perfect word for it. You know, I mean, I think it was more devastating to him than it would have been to some dog like my Borbol or something. Because a dog that's already like in that mode that I tear your ass up, when they get into a scuffle or they get into a fight, it's like a game dog, a true game dog. When he get busted up, you know what I mean, it's not a traumatic event to him. He can heal up and he's ready to go again. But when you have a dog that's always been a pet and never knew nothing about a fight, Castro never knew nothing about a fight, you know. So for him to go from never knowing nothing about a fight, and he was my ex's dog originally, that's why his name is Castro. Everybody thinks he's named after D. Castro. But it tears their ass up, man. It tears them up and it puts them in a bad situation, you know. And luckily, after a lot of work, and now especially being down there with Danny and Margie, it's like therapy for him because he get to be in a bigger home environment, a ton of land to run, and it's more familiar to him to live like that than to be around, strange dogs, which I have more strange dogs here. So, he's back to normal, but long story short, I know it don't affect his kids because, he's had kids since that thing and they're perfectly fine, but it's rough. Now, I've seen something about the situation with the dogs lunging at judges. We had one of our judges get lunged at. And remember, I told y'all on Facebook, I'm seeing everything way late. I can tell by the responses. But our judges have the discretion at any time to dismiss a dog if the dog is acting unapproachable, if the dog is not under control, if the dog gives a bad vibe. You always give the judge the discretion to make that decision of, I don't want this dog in my ring. You have to give the judge that discretion to say, you know what, I got to dismiss this dog. It's for his or her safety, and it's for the safety of everybody else in the ring. And typically what I tell the judges is, if he snaps at you one time, he's got to go during the course of the show. Now, this situation was different because one of our judges got lunged at after the show. That's a discretionary call. Like, do you want to go ahead and kick the dog out because he was acting like this, or do you want to deal with it and give him a second chance? And that was, well, I'll tell you the truth. That you talking about that show that in Jersey. I mean, they had the show and it looked like it was a pretty decent show. I mean, the crowds are getting small now. You know what I mean? The crowds are just getting smaller. And one of the reasons the crowds are getting smaller is because people are fed up. People are really, really fed up with the shows, I can't put it any better, because so many people feel like that they don't have a chance to win. And that's sad, but that's the way it's gotten to. It's gotten to the point that the aggression in the community doesn't get kicked out of the ring. You know what I mean? Flaws don't get kicked out of the ring. And if you've got the right person handling your dog, you got a good chance to win. Literally, I'm hearing from other countries where they like, if people bring the dogs to that country, not the dogs, but if the people bringing the registry to that country and they whining and dining the judges and the reps and everything, or however it's supposed to go, it's like they're guaranteed to win the show the next day. And it turns people off, because the whole reason why we go to sporting events is because we want to see who's going to win. You don't ever, if you were going, I'm a Browns fan, of course, so we always know that the Browns is going to lose, except for this year. We back. But the reason why you tune in is because at least you have a chance to win. Even when you got a bad team, you can upset somebody. When you go to an event and you feel as if it's set already, you know what I mean? When you feel like it's set already, you don't really want to be involved in that. And that's the sad part. When you feel like the show has been decided before you even got there, it's a sad, sad thing, man. It's a sad thing. And people are tired of it. And what we are trying to bring back is that atmosphere of fair competition. And, we've been getting a lot of compliments. We've been getting a lot of compliments, and I can't wait to see what our other judges do when they get in there, because I think that by us bringing a sense of fairness and a sense of that we're shooting for something else, then it's going to be there. I mean, the paperwork is in the process. They working on it. Actually, right now we're moving. Found a little office, so we're moving over there. But yeah, I'm trying to think who. I think some of the people in. I think like it's either Panama. I think they said Panama is done, from my understanding. But we have some stacks, And I once we get situated at this office, I'm just going to go in and personally take care of all the paperwork that we've been taking in from the U.S. because I dumped a lot of stuff on 2 people, and they do a good job, but it was rough for him. I'm gonna tell you the truth with that, but paperwork. But we're doing some other things right now to get all that stuff straight. My man is working on the site, so right now, a lot of people are doing stuff, unfortunately, by hand. But we getting everything cool, man. You know what? Honestly, as far as Mandela getting in the ring, I honestly don't even want to. I don't think he would like the ring. But, he'll be at a lot of shows, and I'm actually letting him eat and get bulked up and put on more weight. I found out, actually, that the little weird shit that was going on with his tail, always losing hair, it was actually a damn fungus. They kept giving me antibiotics, and this was continuing from when he got bit up by ants. And it was during the healing process, he got some kind of little fungus bacteria. I sprayed it with this stuff, and it's already clearing up, so that's a good thing. He'll have his full coat back. But we have to, as a community, we have to decide which way we want to go. I'm gonna end just saying that. Everything in our community right now has been based about something different outside of dogs. How much money somebody makes, what deal everybody else got, who's making this, who's making that. And right now, I've actually switched Mandela to Victor. He's eating the high energy adult puppy food, the red bag. Excuse me. And he eats that in the morning, and then at night he gets either beef or chicken. Yeah, I'm one of them real weird people that feed raw and kibble. I always have, so I won't change it. And the dog stews are solid and all that. I've never had a problem doing it. So but I tell you what, is the truth of it is this. You said I feed both of them the same thing. Yeah, I feed both of them the same thing. But the truth of it is this, man. Where do we want to be as a community? And that's the question that I'm asking everybody. Unfortunately, like I said, we were super slow on. It's probably the computer that made the messages super slow. Next time I had to do it on the phone on Facebook. But in closing, I just want to tell y'all this, man. Have patience with the TBKC and have focus with your yard. We are at a point to where our breed needs good people. Our breed needs people who have focus and who have dedication towards making our breeds better. You will see a lot of things go on. Yeah, Victor dog food, yeah. Yeah, I just switched to that. A lot of people was having success for it, and my dogs love it. I got given a bag, and my dogs love it, so I switched. But I didn't say that as a hype thing. When I say I don't feel like that we're competing with the bully registries, we're not. We're bringing in other breeds, and we're doing things that'll be way different than anything y'all ever seen in this bully world. And I'm not just feeding y'all a line of shit here. This is realistic. Like I say, we've already turned the page to start working towards the phone app situation. And it's a lot of different things that we're doing. It's a lot of corporate sponsors and different things that we've pretty much already touched bases with, and y'all be able to see that Nick has done a great job already with this Austin, Texas show. He's already posting up grab bags of different stuff. We're changing the game. But in order for us to change the game, our integrity as a breed has to change, our dogs have to change. And what I mean quite simply is we have to represent our breed as the best. We have to represent our breed as as a breed that can compete with any breed. And trust me, the way we're talking about this and the way we're talking about judging it and the vision that myself and John and the rest of the judges and the TBKC family has it, is we want to go so far beyond anything that this community has seen. It's going to take work. Before, everybody always talks about, well, we might get accepted by the AKC. Make your own AKC. It'd be nice if they accepted the dogs one day, but we're so far away from that. In order to be accepted by anybody, we have to be accepted by ourselves. And I'm going to tell y'all the truth. What we're seeing right now is not acceptable. This is why you have so much turmoil. This is why you have so many people being so cutthroat and so crazy in this thing. It's because we're not talking about dogs. We don't even know about, we have people who throw out terms, but we don't know about dogs. I hear so many people talk about genotypes and phenotypes and this and that. And you know what? That shit is way over your head, man. I'm talking about developing back to, and I do mean developing back to the true American bully. A good, clean dog, a dog that can move, a dog that can breathe, a dog that can live in certain elements, a dog that doesn't need to have ice packs and all these different things on there. Tight skin, you know, those big cheeks, a defined look. When you look at a Pokemon, or even if you look at a Mufasa, or if you look at a Ruger, or these dogs are defined. They don't look like bulldogs. You know why they don't look like bulldogs and they don't look like pit bulls? The reason they don't look like either or is because they're not either or. They're an American bully. This is what we need. The American bully is a real breed. Don't fall for the hype and the lies and people's agendas that we don't know what our breed is. We've known what our breed is for a very long time, and a lot of good people have been stomping the pavement to make this thing happen. But we need to take if we're going to, I mean, they saying take it worldwide, take it worldwide. No. First and foremost, make a good product, and then worry about the rest of the world. Because the rest of the world is ahead of us right now. There are some beautiful, and once again, I apologize, Facebook. It's the computer that's holding up everything. But there's some beautiful American bullies still. The American bully is not dead. The American bully has just been sold out. It's been sold all the way out. Yeah, I bring up certain people, and who cares? But certain people who say that they don't care about our breed, they don't care about our dogs, and if there's no money in it, they wouldn't be here. Why would a registry support that? Why would a registry obviously cut corners and do things to allow these people to come to the forefront because they make money and they make it popular? That's the ultimate in selling out a breed. The fact that you would push people to the front of the bus just because they can profit, or you can profit from them, or however it goes. What about the dogs, man? If you judge the shows the way the shows are and you push the dogs the way they're supposed to be pushed, this American bully does have an identity. It's not an American bulldog with cropped ears. It's not an English bulldog with cropped ears. It's not a dog that can't breathe. It's not a dog that won't walk around the ring. If you want to know what an American bully is, we will teach you. We will show you. Some people will be humble enough to take this journey with us. Other people will try to argue with us. But if you have an American bully, it shouldn't be overheating in normal elements. If you have an American bully, it shouldn't have a high rear. It should have a nice bite. It should have good movement. It should have an attitude that I'm the baddest mother in the room at all times. That type of confidence. But still confident enough and gentle enough that you can let your baby stand in a picture next to it. This is what an American bully is. Don't fall for the hype. The American bully is a real dog. It's well defined what the dog is supposed to be. The American bully is not the problem. It's the people in this community that are the problem. It's the registries that have sold this breed out and put money over everything. The reason why I've never really cared about trying to push stuff out and do this and do that to try to make a profit. I get my own hustle on, whatever people make off their dogs, that's great. But if you're gonna make something, at least make your profit off of a good ass product. Because if you putting a good product out there and you got dogs that ain't dying on people every 2 days, or have to be at the vet for this, have to be at the vet for that. If you make a good quality dog, guess what? For all you CEOs out there, the money will keep coming because they'll tell their friends, look at this nice dog. He's beautiful. He's 7 years old. He's still in great condition. Never really had to take him to the vet. Oh, I know where you can get one of those from. And they're going to tell somebody else. That's the way you build a real business. You don't strip everything to the core and say, fuck it. And that's what's happened. Everybody has to pay for what these guys have done with these dogs. Every real breeder has to answer the questions about what happened with the exotic community. Every real breeder of American bullies has to answer about, well, why is this dude got this dog that need ice packs? Why is this dog's feet all crooked? Why is y'all allowing these champions to be, to look like this? Why is this? Why is that? Why is this? Man, it's time for our community to stand up and embrace the breed again. It's time for us to have some of them just good old, cookouts where it might not even be no show that day. We just all coming together to mess around and have a fun show and just kick it and talk dogs, spread knowledge, talk to good breeders. Let's break down. Stop trying to sound smart and get smart. I get so fucking tired of you people talking about genotypes and phenotypes and what if you put this and that and together. And y'all got all this so-called knowledge where y'all spit out big words and y'all can't show me one good damn dog. John Easterly is putting together a show right now in the Detroit area. He was telling me about the building. I don't know, even though I'm from that area in Ohio. I don't know exactly, but it was somewhere close to downtown. I think he was telling me he got a good location. But for real, man, I don't care what registry you represent, where you go. I tell everybody to get out as much as you can and represent the breed. Just represent it in a good fashion, man. These dogs should mean more to us than how much we can make. A lot of y'all, and I'm not telling anybody that, that y'all got to turn into anything crazy or anything, but if y'all love the animals the way you say you love the animals, you should be as offended as I am. I shouldn't be. You should never be upset when you hear me go off about a dude with a deformed dog or a puppy milling dog or a dog that's being bred over and over again and it's throwing some hideous abnormalities, Rocco. This is it. You have to ask common sense questions. Why we never see certain productions off of certain dogs? I can tell y'all some answers. Dave, you want to explain about why your boy don't? Pride, man. We got to get it back. The American bully is a real dog, man. I keep saying that. It's not nobody's concept. This is a real dog. The only reason why we pushing this shit, as far as structure goes, because that's what the dog is supposed to be. The only reason why we pushing this as far as temperament go is because that's the way the dog is supposed to be. 99% of all American bullies that are produced in this community will be introduced as pets to somebody. It don't have to win every show, but if the conformation is good and the temperament is good, it'll win the war of being a good pet. You have to have the temperament. You have to have the conformation. Yeah, people keep on saying, why you keep talking about, I get this question all the time, why you talk about conformation so much? Conformation for a pet is important for one reason. Conformation actually leads to good health. You will rarely see a sickly dog with great conformation. You will rarely see a train wreck live a long life. Everything is put together for like it's supposed to be for a reason. It's the reason why certain dogs, the freaks, don't live long lives. It's a reason. You do everything for looks, you'll figure out you're making a bad product. These dogs can't walk. These dogs can't breathe. It's not a game. It's fucked up, really. When you hear that dog standing there and it's just that dog is suffering, man. You can't say you care about the breed if you think that's cute, Oh, I'm gonna breed him anyway. We gonna breed it out. No, you're not gonna breed it out. You're gonna make more bad breathing dogs. Pet home him, snip his balls, and let's move forward. I will not tell any of y'all this, and I just seen a message on my phone, and it wasn't pertaining to this, but asking me, do I ever have screwed up dogs? Yes, I have screwed up dogs sometimes. It's rare, but I do have some dogs that they have to meet a dirt nap, I see them early, and that's not gonna work, and most of them are cleared. I've only had to do, over the years, I've only had to maybe have about 6 or 7 that I actually put down. A couple of those was cleft palates. But, the other ones, they be pet home. And when I pet home a dog, it's snip time. You're not getting papers. Most of the time we'll keep them here and we'll do the snip and then give them to them later. Or they got to bring them back, You got to bring them back. We got to see that this dog was fixed. You don't want to keep on, you don't want to keep on putting bullshit. out there. You know, I mean, culling is a part of making dogs. As a breeder, you got to be willing to put some stuff down. If not, you just saturating the community with bad dogs. You'd rather get rid of it day one than to keep on putting this shit out here. And a lot of half of the dogs right now need to be cold. Where Ed Shepherd at with that shovel when we need him? You know what I mean? It's just truthful. You know, we get people who's sensitive to that stuff, but we supposed to be doing the survival of the fittest here. You know, instead we putting together wagons and cooling fans for the dogs that probably would have died without that stuff a long time ago. They would have just killed themselves off. We destroying our gene pool because we are nursing dogs to live longer lives than they're supposed to. Then they breed and they make more deficient dogs. That's not supposed to happen. Those dogs are supposed to die. I'm just being realistic with you. They're supposed to die. That's the truth. They're supposed to die. And I know it sounds harsh, but that's the truth. I tell y'all the truth. Denzel now is pushing up on 11 years old. I've not had to take him in for any serious like medical anything. You know, in his lifetime, he's been thank God. You know, and God bless him. He's been a very, very nice dog. You know, he's been a very nice, healthy dog. If it ever became a situation to where it was health issues. That's why I sort of wait so long to breed Mandela. I wanted to see what health issues do he got. I wanted to see if he developed anything. Mandela scared me, you know, from the aspect of this. He's a freak. He is. Mandela, I starved Mandela, man. I realistically think that if I fed Mandela and worked him out the way I did some of my other dogs back in the day, he could easily be like 118. He could put on another 10 pounds, easy. And his bone, if people who see him in person know what I'm talking about, his bone is as big as mine. His forearms look like my forearms, and I'm not a small guy. But when you have dogs like that are weird like that and super freaky in nature, you always wonder, like, is his heart good, or is this going to stay good? You know, what about his kidneys, or anything that could go wrong on the dog? You know, you want to know about it. And as he's gotten older, he stays healthy. He still has no problem walking on the hot. I most of the time walk him at night. I don't take him out too much during the day because it's terrible here. But our night times, it's still close to 90 degrees here now, and he does good. And that gave me the confidence to start breeding the dog and to see where he's at. We do the health testing and all that on him and check it out. But responsible breeders are going to do better. Other people are going to make excuses. But the one thing I tell y'all, I still stand by what I say. Everybody making them screwed up dogs, the people in the exotic community who stand for that kind of nonsense, people have to do better, man. People have to do better, man. I'm seeing messages so late laughing at curlies and shit. But we just have to do better. There is a real American bully. I post pictures of him all the time, and I'm going to post more pictures and just keep on putting up examples, man. We have to do better. That's just it, man. I thank y'all for y'all time. I'm going to do the radio show tomorrow. We got to go, man. We really got to save this community. What I'm telling y'all, I'm not telling y'all that y'all have to do... the exotic community is crazy, man. I'm not telling y'all that y'all have to buy my dogs. I don't even really have sell dogs anymore. I'm not telling you that you have to come to the TBKC, but what I am making a plea to everybody for is just breed smarter and be smarter. Don't fall into these traps that you have to fall, I have this and I have that and I have this and, I'm making this and making that. It's all about money, and also be smart enough that you can judge your own yard. And if you see some things going wrong in your own yard, let it go, man. Let it die. Now, I don't mean die literally, but, send it on to a pet home or whatever. And, only breed the best to the best so we can continue to make the best. But there is a real American bully, man. We've been on that. Remy was an American bully. Excalibur was an American bully. Halle, Paco, Pokemon, we can go, the list goes on, Short Shot. Pee-wee was definitely an American bully. There have been great examples, and we should be light years ahead of where we were. But the reason why we're behind is because of greed, man. It's not that I hate Dave Wilson. It ain't even that type of party. You know, he got his own demons to deal with the way he sold this breed out. I don't hate, you know, I don't hate Bashar. I don't hate none of them. But I'm going to fight for my breed. The only real arguments we've ever had is about dogs and me saying that they should breed better dogs and healthy dogs, and them deciding that we going to pollute the world with high rears and shit, causing riots in Ireland and all that shit. Well, hey, man, I thank y'all for your time, man. I tell you what, if you got a good dog, this is where it started at. Don't limit your dog by trying to say that you got to have top dollar or whatever you got to do. And fuck them agendas. Do you, you know, hey, if you can get your money, more power to you. But make sure you're doing good breedings to improve our community, man. We need as much help as we can get. You know, don't let these clowns fool y'all. And I'm still waiting on y'all to show me Rocco's Productions or Beans Productions. I just want to see a few. Show me something. They both probably got about, you know, 1,500 puppies by now. Show me something. I'll show you the hype. I bet you they can't show me the productions. But hey, until next time, man, God bless. It's time for me and Poop to go fight about this bath. I'll holler at y'all later. God bless. Much love.